Peace. Good day, good people. My name is Akil Taft from Conscious Crusade, and welcome to my YouTube page. Now, in this video, we're going on hips and hams. Yup, we are working on hips and the hamstrings. As I've mentioned before, a lot of times we carry stress in our hips, and the hamstrings are always tight, especially with me lately because I've been working on my legs a lot. You guys know, you see my content, I stay doing deadlifts, so I'm always working on my hamstrings. And the hips, yeah, we've been working on those as well, and they're opening. So, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna come to a seat, right? Extend the legs. And this is a great way to warm up your hips. I want you to take your hands. Don't pull on your foot with your hand, right? Because that's a lot of stress on the ankle. Try to get on the outside of the shin or leg and cradle it. And we'll just be right here. Yeah, in all directions. I'm working on my spine lengthening, right? Again, we're not snatching on the ankle. Let's do the other leg. Cradle it. Nothing crazy. Again, y'all know the mantra, movement and motion is like lotion for the muscles and the joints. All right, they're the hips. Now, let's work on hamstrings. I'm gonna turn this way so you can see me. The legs are extended. Toes, flex them, pull them back towards you. I got a slight bend in my knees. Take a big inhale, reach your hands up to lengthen your spine, and exhale, fold. Look at the bend in my knees, and I'm breathing. Place your hands on your calves, your shins, your ankles, or if you grab your feet, please feel free. Also, if you want, you can also use a strap, right? Props are your friends. Use a strap, and the same rules apply. If your hamstrings are super tight and you can only go here, that's fine. But I do want you to hinge as far as you can first before you round. And we're breathing. And a nice forward fold, working on our hamstrings. Now, the second set we're gonna do, I'm gonna come to a stand. Yogi squat. Angle your feet out. Maybe a leg's width distance in between your feet, but you decide on what feels right for you. Toes, knees go in the same direction. Keep your chest up high and see if you can squat down in your yogi squat. Try to keep the heels down. If you can't, no worries. You know, glutes down, chest up, elbows inside the knees to open them up. If this is too challenging and not accessible for you, we have props. Take a block. Sit your sacrum on a block. And the same rules apply. Glutes down, chest up, elbows inside the knees, feet are flat. The hips, yogi squat. And again, if you're here, no worries. If you're on your toes, but slowly, if you do this regularly, you'll begin to get your heels on the floor or mat as your hips open. Yogi squat. Move from the hips back to the hams, and I'm gonna turn sideways again. Before, we did a seated forward fold. Now we're gonna do a standing forward fold. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Same rules apply. Look at my knees. They're bent. They're bent. And I'm gonna drape my torso over my quads. I like to have a belly to quad connection, right? So I always encourage the students to bend their knees. It's okay to have bent knees because when your knees are bent, you focus more on targeting the lower back. When the legs are straight, that's all hamstring. Nice forward fold. Keep the knees soft. Don't hyperextend them. If you want, you can grab opposite elbow and sway. Yes. Hamstrings. A standing forward fold. And the exit, tuck your chin to your chest. Let me turn this way. Sink your hips low to slowly bring yourselves to a stand. Head and shoulders lift last. The last set of hips and hams we're going to do, it's a little more intermediate. Starting with the hips, we're going to do hip socket circles. Let me turn this way. Starting from table, and I'm starting with this leg. I want to send the heel toward the ceiling, then the knee goes toward the ceiling, and bring it around to the shoulder. Sole of the foot, knee, bring it around to the shoulder, right? Hip socket circles. Ooh, yes. Yeah, that was 4 in that direction. Now let's reverse it. This time the knee comes forward, out toward the ceiling, sole of the foot goes toward the ceiling, and bring it around, right? The trick is making sure the knee and the sole of the foot go toward the ceiling. Ooh, yeah. Hip socket circles. Let's make sure we do both of them. Table. Sole, knee, make it around. Sole, knee, make it around. Yes. And reverse it. Hips. It's important. So, hip socket circles. Right? That's what I call them. That was for the hips. Now for the hams. And I do this in almost every yoga class that I go to. We'll start. Well, I'll turn this way so you can see me. I'm going to extend this first leg out, right? I want you to keep this hip stacked over the quad. Sometimes I see people sitting down on their heels. We're not doing that. That's not wrong, but that's just not what we're doing. Hip stacked over the quad. The front leg extended, the knee is bent, shoulders right up under the elbows. Inhale, lift and lengthen your torso. Exhale, hinge. And I like to encourage students to hinge, not round. Send your heart and throat toward those flexed front toes. And we're breathing. This hip stacked over the quad. Your spine is long. A micro bend in this front knee. Hinging and breathing. Working that hamstring. And again, you can be here for 3, 5, 7, 10 breaths, 30 seconds, whatever you choose. Sometimes little micro movements. And let's switch and go to the other side. Step on the accelerator. Frame it. Pick up this back foot. Step back to plank. Come on the table. And let's go ahead and extend this leg. Fingertips right up under your shoulders, right? This opposite hip stacked on top of the quad. We have a micro bend in this knee. Fingertips are right up under your shoulders. Let me turn this way. And we're set up. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, hinge. Again, breathing. If you need blocks up under your hands, please feel free. Again, do not be shy. Do not be embarrassed. Props are your friends. Have a block on either side. Right here, various heights. here, here, or here. Your choice. But I got a little bit of flexibility, so we're breathing. Just be here for one more breath. Once you exhale, lift up your torso. This front foot, step on the accelerator. Frame it. Pick up that back knee, medium runner's lunge. Step back to plank. And there you have it. Hips and hams. There was 3 moves for your hips, 3 moves or postures for your hams, right? And as I mentioned before, we carry a lot of stress in our hips, and hamstrings I can always work on. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and also click my Comey link in the bio to access all things Conscious Crusade. Peace.